out of the truck stop, got on 29. I didn't go 4/10 of a mile and had to get off again to go on 75, 60 up to Orange City. So that worked out real well. Except, man, everywhere you go, there's construction. Usually you see a lot on the main highways, not so much on secondary roads, but I gotta admit, between Iowa, South Dakota, and Missouri, they're doing a lot of their secondary roads. Not as much their highways. I wonder if they get done that Route 30 in what's that? Cedar Rapids, Iowa, or can't think of. I'm pretty sure it's there. That Route 30 is going to be a 4-lane highway going all the way out, because in one section of it, they're definitely, it's 4-lane for a while, and then it goes down to 2-lane. But it looks like they're doing the excavating to do 4-lane. So I don't know how far it'll go out, but they're definitely redoing that one section. But man, did it screw up Rand McNally. They must have, when they did the one section of 30, they must have changed its path. So Rand McNally thinks 30 runs like a little more, I don't know, north of your position. But it has you driving for at least, I don't know, a couple miles where you're technically out in the middle of a field, according to the map on there. It's the only thing about Rand McNally. I mean, I guess that's my biggest rant on them. Overall, they're pretty good, but man, they do just, it takes them 10 years to add, you know, a few new streets that have already been in place for a year. Ran into a guy that says he's got the, I think the Garmin 785, and he loves it. He said that, you know, he hasn't had a problem, it hasn't routed him incorrectly or anything like that. That's the one thing I'll admit about Garmin. They, I think they do 1 to 2 map updates a year. Theirs probably, mapping-wise, is most accurate. Truck mapping-wise, I don't know, because I'm basing it off of my old 760, which has a problem in Minnesota because Minnesota does their streets by axle weight. And sometimes it says you can't go there because you've set your axles at 34,000 and it can't combine. You know, if it says that, you know, if you've ever been around the Minneapolis area, a lot of times you'll see it's 10,000 pounds an axle or 15,000 pounds an axle or whatever. Well, you got 2, so it's, you know, 34,000 or 30,000. It just doesn't convert. So, it has a problem with that. Now, I forgot to ask him if he's been in Minnesota lately, if they fix that problem. But yeah, it'll tell you, you know, to double check to make sure that you're going, you know, you're correct and all that, because it can't combine. It doesn't see you having two axles. It only sees, because you're setting it as one axle. And that's the one nice thing about Rand McNally. It knows in Minnesota that it combines that. It's algorithm compensates for that. Another reason I know is I've used it, well, not 740 so much, when I was running Home Depot stores up there at the 720, and man, I've never had an issue with that. I think one time, and it was when I went out to Kansas to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, that it routed me on some it was a truck route on the regular Rand McNally map, but man, it must have been a truck route from the 1950s, because 2 trucks tried to pass on that. I didn't see 1 truck on it, and all it had to do was route me 1 more exit, and that would have been the main drag. So that's why I've gotten where a lot of times I'll check the routing that it gives me to see if there's a faster way to do it. Because sometimes to save a mile, it'll drag you on 2-lane roads, or to save 2 miles and that. For some odd reason, they got away from, they somehow interchange quickest and shortest as one thing. So that's why I'm kind of anxious for the 750 to come out at the truck stop to see if, or maybe they have a 4th of July sale on it, because it's got their new routing in it. So I want to see if, sometimes new isn't always better, but I want to see how a routes. Plus, it's supposed to have, in some cities, you'll get a 3D view of some buildings. That might be, I guess that's more for show than anything else, because, you know, you'll have a whole major city and you'll have 5 buildings that they've actually done 3D scale. They've actually put 3D versions of it in there. Hopefully the mapping on that's a whole lot better than their old mapping, that they've completely redone it and updated it to at least what's going on now. Hey everyone, we're back in the dock waiting to get unloaded and seeing if I can just pull over to the side for another half hour after I get unloaded to see if I can get a load out of somewhere around here. So that ends this voyage, and once we get our next voyage lined up, I'll let you know. Hey everyone, well, I'm unloaded and there happens to be a truck stop 10 miles from here, because he hasn't even got a lead. So I figure that's where we'll go to plant our bodies till he finds something. And it's I mean, you kind of want to keep your deadhead into the 10% category. You actually want it less, but sometimes to find a, you know, unless you're a company driver and they have a crap load of accounts, you're generally gonna probably be in that 10 to 15%, sometimes 20% deadhead. But if you can keep below 10 or below, that's pretty decent. So even if I go to this truck stop, and he gets me a 300-mile load, I'm right at my 10% if I have to come back to Orange City. If I don't, and it's somewhere that's closer to where I'm going, then it's even less. So that's the predicament. I mean, this is like really kind of a unusual thing. I mean, like I said, last week I got lucky and I had two that were right next door. This one is 10 miles away, which all in all ain't too bad comparatively. But it'll do for what I need it to do. like a food warehouse or like a distribution center, you know, for like hardware or something like that. Even Home Depot, I'm not sure if their DCs have. Appointments. At least ours are always open because we drop the hook. I'm sure they. It's gonna be a pain to have to make a left out of here. Holy crap. We'll catch you when we get a load. Hey everyone, we finally got a load. It's going from Fort Dodge to Neosha, Missouri. Finally got the information on that, so we're about 2 hours and a half away from Fort Dodge, barring any problems. And we just left the truck stop we're at. So, Iowa. A nice small town in Iowa. Well, that was some good news. First it was they had to schedule a delivery, and they found out that now it's an open appointment. So now I don't have to worry about that. Now I just have to try to make this, hopefully make it there by 4. But I think he said they close at 5. They just want you there an hour ahead of time to, so God forbid they work overtime. Hey everyone, I'm all loaded. I'm just going to try to get some film coming into Fort Dodge, but on my way in, but I think my GoPro was overheating, so it didn't want to record anything. So I shut it off, let it sit for an hour or so, so maybe we can get some stuff going outbound. Full of fuel, full of duck, me in it with all my crap.